Hi Daniel, this is Inoreader, and it's my go-to way to gather information, seek it out, to make sense of it, and to share it. The most important thing I'm going to pull together for you on this is to help you gather information. Then maybe we can have a tutorial on some other stuff later. So first you want to do is you want to get a copy of this tool. It's online, it's free. I've created a Canva presentation here that I will send along with this, and in the Canva presentation there's a very short intro, all the introductory stuff, how to sign up and all that, but this I'm just going to show you how this works. And it is a lot like Twitter in that instead of aggregating just tweets, it can do that as well. It aggregates anything digital that's on the web. So let me show you how I actually do that. So I'm going to go to an article by Dave Pollard. A web page by Dave Pollard called How to Save the World. And he moved his site, so I got rid of everything in Inoreader about it, and I'm going to start all over with how to use it. So I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to copy the website's URL, and I'm going to go back to here, and we're up here where it says search and subscribe. I'm going to paste that in, and it pops up. You want to save it as a web page? Well, you could do that, but really what you want to do is save it as a feed. So you click Add Feeds. So it's putting in the RSS. Okay, and there it is. It's found two feeds. So I want to click on this to add it. Now you notice down here there's also comments. I'm going to add comments and the posts themselves. Alright. Now it tells you up here, you'll see up here, it's told you how it is subscribed to Save the World. It allows you to filter it, add it to filters, or to rename it. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go down here, and under my subscriptions I'll find it, and I'll know down here that it's going to be right here. Okay. Now once you've got it there, you can just click on it, and what it does is it opens up all of the articles that are in there. And I've got this set up here so it's like a 3-pane panel. So I'll just click on that and it opens it up over here, which is really cool to be able to do everything in here inside of one space. There was a really funny, I thought this was a really interesting, this right here was a really interesting New Yorker cartoon. Okay, now once I've shown you how to do this, I'm going to go back over here and right click on the subscription. I just right clicked. Let me get out of that. So you go here and you right click here, and that opens up just kind of amazing stuff here. You can view the feed info, which is quite handy. It tells you how many subscribers there are to this in Inoreader. You can customize the title here. It tells you how many articles are posted and the time of day they were posted. It's just, and all down here you can unsubscribe if you want to. Alright, so I'm going to close that out. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to click on rules. Now this is kind of in the tall grass here, but you can change things so that you can actually create rules here that tell Inoreader what to do with. So I'm going to just call this in Gmail, and I want it to match all the following: title or content that contains and I'm going to say match unconditionally. I want everything. And then I'm going to send it to email. And the recipient is me. And I'll save that rule so that anytime he posts a new post, I'll get it on Gmail. You can also filter stuff. You can add to a bundle. These are all my bundles. So I'm going to stick it in networked narratives. I'm going to show you networked. This is a bundle I've created. And there it is. I can get rid of it if I want to. I don't want to. I just want to leave it in there. This is a networked narratives bundle. You can also click on more like this. This is really fascinating here. It'll take you to other feeds that other people have put in, or maybe that I've put in, that are similar. And I can assign it to a new folder if I want to. So down here are all the folders that I've got, and I've got net and air here. I'll click on that, and once I've done that, I'll be able to, you'll notice in a sec, see it disappeared. It's no longer there. It's up in net and air, which is up here in my folders. So the idea is to manage your work with the folders, and there it is right there. And so now when I look on this, all of my stuff is in here, including anything by Dave Pollard, How to Save the World. Cool, huh? It's still loading stuff up. So here's the latest article from Alan. Another one. Here's some comments. Here's another one. So it's a very extremely handy tool, and let me just go over here briefly and go into the preferences and show you how amazing this is. I mean, you can import and export your everything you've got in here. You can add bookmarklets if you want to. So you just drag this up into, and mine is actually here, so I could go back to, say here, and I'd tell it I want to, basically do the same thing I did earlier. I click here, and no feeds were found. So instead, what I'll do is I will do this again, and I'll just save this page because I want to read it later. Okay, then I'll go back to Inoreader, go out of Preferences, and I'll look up here under Saved Web Pages, and there it is right there. I saved it 3 times, so just delete article. So you can use it as a bookmarker too. I don't feel like I've organized this very well for you, Daniel, but you know, basically this is where you gather information, and just to let you know, if you find something like this article right here and you want to share it with somebody else, up here you can like it, broadcast it, comment on it, email it, go to the website, or delete it. You can save it to Pocket, which I have done there. You can save it to Evernote You can save it to Dropbox. You can save it to OneNote. Look at all these other places where you can save it. And these right here are places where you can actually go to my website. I can post this to my website. Okay. So that is the sharing part of it. Seeking, making sense, and sharing. That's my mantra. So I think that you know, there's lots more in here. Very deep, very rich, and actually fairly intuitive way of looking at things. So you'll probably have more questions, and I'll be happy to address those for you. Glad to do it, Daniel, and thanks for the nice note at the end of the year. Thank you for everything you have given to me throughout the year as a member of my audience, as from CL MOOC, and from, I'm hoping we can work together some more in hypothesis and in network narratives. Thanks a bunch.